Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Sabrinel, and as you probably read from the title of this video, this is a summer K-dramas recommendation. One thing about me, I love K-dramas. I've watched way too many, and since summer is coming up and spring is ending, I thought I'd do a summer K-drama recommendation because one of my favorite things to do in the summer is just watching K-dramas and just binging K-dramas. So I've compiled a list of my favorite summer K-dramas. And if you don't see a specific K-drama in here, it means I probably haven't watched it or I probably didn't like it. So yeah, but anyways, let's get into the recommendations. So the first K-drama I'm going to recommend is one of my all-time favorites. We're starting strong with one of my all-time favorites, which is Twinkling Watermelon. This K-drama is just so fun. It also has family aspects. Like family plays a huge part of it. And if a K-drama has anything to do with family, I'm probably gonna love it. The concept of this K-drama is very unique, actually. It's actually a time travel K-drama. So it's about this boy who has deaf parents, actually, but he can hear fine, but both his parents are deaf. So he always like communicates to them with sign language. So sign language is a really big part in this K-drama. And he's really, really passionate about music, but his dad is really, really against music. And the son has no idea why. So he doesn't have the best relationship with his dad because of this conflict. And then one day, he randomly goes back in time to when his dad is the same age as him. And he finds out his dad is not deaf when he was his age. He's not deaf. And he's so confused. He thought his dad was deaf since birth, but no. So he's trying to figure out like why is my dad not deaf basically. He also realizes his dad was also in a band. So he joins his dad's band and you see him learning about his dad's story. You also see his dad and his mom's love story, which is probably my favorite part of the K drama. It was so cute. They are so darn cute. And even the main guy also has a romance, and I love those two as well. The banter, the chemistry is so funny. Like, it's just so funny. But you just see, like, the characters are really what stood out to me the most. Like, they're just so fun. Everyone has a unique personality, and like the banter and everything, the way they get along is so funny. And like watermelons play a huge part in this. And when I think of summer, I completely think of watermelons. But it's just so fun, but also delves into some serious topics such as family and also like sign language. And there's also trigger warnings for like family abuse as well. But it's just so interesting. It's not boring at all because you have the time travel aspect, then you have like the band aspect, and then you also have the romance aspects, and it's just a great time. It is a great time. I wasn't bored at all watching it. Even towards the end, it's not a sad K drama, but I teared up because I just built such an emotional connection to these characters, and I really just had the best time watching it. One of my favorite K dramas. Highly recommend. I love it so much. Since we're on the topic of time travel, I also want to recommend another time travel K drama called A Time Called You. I've seen a lot of people hating on this K drama, but I genuinely loved it so much. So it's basically about, I watched this quite a while ago, so I don't completely remember what it's about. But it's about this girl who goes back in time to try and save her boyfriend from dying. And you see how they met. You see them having the cutest love story ever. It's so adorable. I loved when she was back in school. She was such a baddie. She was so funny. Like, she did not let anyone mess with her. And I really, really loved that about her. And it was just so fun. And the time travel aspect was insane. I think this is why a lot of people didn't like it. They said it was really confusing and complicated. But it is confusing for a bit. But I think they explained it pretty well, and I understood it. And when I understood it, I was shocked. I think it's pretty short, this K drama. It's like 12 episodes, but it does get kind of dark at times. So, trigger warning for bullying and suicide. But it was so, I just loved the vibes so much. I loved the romance. I loved the characters. The time travel had me shocked. Like, the plot twist was insane. I was like, whoa, it was really insane, guys. Like, genuinely, it was so good. I really, really want to rewatch this K drama because I think I watched it when it came out, like around 2 years ago. My favorite parts were definitely when they were back in time because it actually jumps between the present and the past. Like when they were in the past, it was just so cute, and I just loved it. The next K drama I'm gonna recommend is Good Bad Mother. I watched this last year, towards the end of last year, and it was actually my favorite K drama of last year. I didn't expect to love it that much, but it was so good. Oh my god, this K drama just has a bit of everything. It has a bit of romance. It has family again. Family plays a very, very big part in this K drama. And the concept of this K drama is there's this guy who his dad's farm gets destroyed basically, and horrible things happen to his dad and his mother. He gets into an accident and completely forgets all his memories and goes back to when he was 7 years old. Not physically, like physically he's a grown man, but mentally he's 7 years old. So he has to go back and live with his mom, and she basically raises him again. And you see the relationship between him and his mom start to mend itself, and you just see them connecting again, and so beautiful, and teaches you the importance of parents. So beautiful, and I loved it. It's set in a farm, which is like the summary aspect, and he's 7 years old, so he does really silly things, and it's so cute. There's like these little kids that he plays with as well, and it's just so cute and summery, but at the same time it is dark at times. But I just loved seeing the relationship between him and his mom. I loved how his mom wasn't completely, she wasn't a perfect mom, she wasn't the best mom ever, but like that's why I really loved her character, because she's very flawed, but it was just such a beautiful important K drama that had a bit of everything, and I really loved it. The romance was so cute as well. I forgot to mention that it's not a huge part, but it definitely does play a part. He falls in love with his childhood friend, childhood neighbor, and it's so cute. It's just really cute. So I highly recommend this K drama. Since I forgot to mention, Lee Do Hyun is the main guy in Good Bad Mother. Since we're talking about Lee Do Hyun, I'm gonna recommend 18 again. I realize a lot of these K dramas I'm recommending, they have a family aspect, but again, family plays a very big part in 18 again. 18 again and Good Bad Mother have kind of similar concepts, because in 18 again, it's about this man who everything in his life is falling apart. His marriage is falling apart. His wife wants to divorce him. His work, he got fired from his job. He has a horrible relationship with his children. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. And he's very poor as well. Literally nothing is going well in his life. Until one day he becomes 18 again. Like, he goes back to being 18. It's in the present time, but he goes back to when he's 18. Like, physically he looks 18, but like he's still the same man. And what I really liked about this K drama is again the family aspect. You see him mending his relationship with his children, because he's the same age as his children now, so he learns so much about his children, and it helps him to become a better dad because he understands them a lot more. And you also see him mending his relationship with his wife. I really liked his wife as well. She's very strong character. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. She is. And I really liked her. I thought she was really cool. And yeah, you see him fixing that relationship. There's also a second lead who it was We Had Dude from Squid Game, and I love him. So he was a huge green flag. But even Lee Do Hyun's character was a huge green flag as well. And you also see the romance between him and his wife when they first met, and it was really cute. And you see like all the hardships they went through together, and it's just so cute. And you just see his life getting better basically, and it's just so fun to watch, because it's very summary, because he's back in high school as well. I love K dramas where there's a high school aspect as well. High school and family, just know I'm gonna love that. I'm gonna eat it up. But yeah, I really recommend this. I think it's like 16 episodes, but it's really good if you want a family oriented K drama. The next K drama I'm going to recommend is quite a popular one. I'd say this one is very popular, but it's Hometown Cha Cha Cha. This one is so cute. It's not one of my all time faves, but I really enjoyed it. It has seaside vibes, ocean vibes, like a small village in the seaside. So cute. And the main guy is such a green flag. He was such a green flag. I loved him. And the main girl, I really liked her because she's very self-made. She's a dentist. She has her own practice. She opens her practice in this little seaside town. It's kind of like enemies to lovers. They really did not get along in the beginning. He thought she was so stuck up and she thought he was so rude. They didn't get along very well. But then you slowly see them starting to hate each other less and less. You see them start to tolerate each other. And I really like relationships like that when they don't love each other. It's not like instant love. I hate instant love so much, but like, and then they slowly get to know each other and start liking each other basically, and it's just so cute. And like, there's so many side characters who are so cute, and it's just really funny. Like, the side characters are so funny how they interact with each other, and like, there's so much funny stuff going on, and the romance is so cute, and it's just like such a nice light-hearted K-drama. But I wasn't expecting this to happen, but I actually cried watching this K-drama because there is a slight, very slight family aspect as well, and it just like made me tear up. I don't know, but it's really cute. Like, the characters are so funny and very light-hearted, and it's just I love the banter. So the next K-drama I'm gonna recommend is kind of old, but it's an oldie but a goldie, and it's Strong Girl Bong-soon. This was actually one of the first ever K-dramas I ever watched, and when I first watched it, I was in love with it. I loved it so much. And after a few years, I was like, let me rewatch it because it's one of my favorite K-dramas, and I've forgotten a lot that happens. And I rewatched it. And when I was watching the beginning, I was like, this is so weird. What the hell is this? Like, I don't remember it being this weird. And I was so close to dropping it, but I decided to push forward, and I'm so happy I did because it reminded me why it was one of my favorite K-dramas, because it's so good. Like, guys, anyone who hates on Strong Girl Bong-soon, just after the first few episodes, it gets so good. Like, just give it a chance after the first few episodes, because I know they're a bit crazy. It is very weird and crazy, but just stay with it, guys, because I know a few people who have dropped it because of the first few episodes, but just stick with it, guys. But the concept of this is, as the name suggests, Strong Girl Bong-soon. It's about this girl who's very petite. She looks very, very cute. She dresses very cute. She looks like she wouldn't even harm a fly, but she actually is insanely, abnormally strong. She literally can carry a whole truck. She could carry the flipping moon. She's so insanely strong. And she kind of like makes it her mission to beat up bad guys, basically. And then there's the main guy who's actually CEO of like a game company, and he needs a bodyguard because there's like this stalker trying to get him, basically. And so he sees her one day, sees how strong she is, and he's in shock, and he decides to hire her as his bodyguard, but he kind of hides it as she's his employee instead of his bodyguard. But their dynamic is so funny. Like, again, it's like enemies to lover K-drama, and it's so funny. Like, she hates him. He actually falls first, which, again, this is a trope I love. When the guy falls first, oh my god, guys, he's so whipped for her. He is so whipped for her. It's so funny. And she has a crush on another guy, and so she's not really interested in him, and he's just all goo goo gaga at her. And they're just so funny. It's such a funny K-drama. Like, the comedy is kind of insane, but it's so funny. But I just loved the relationships between them so much. It's so darn cute, guys. You can't even imagine how cute this K-drama is. It's so darn cute. And there's actually also, at the same time, there's like a serial abductor, serial kidnapper, and they're trying to get him as well. And so it does get a bit dark at times because of that. But there's this one scene at the end, and if you know, you know this scene, and I love it. Like, it really shows like how much they love each other, and it's so cute, guys. I love the characters, and apparently, IRL, it's confirmed that they actually had a crush on each other, and that's why their on-screen chemistry is so good, and also the visuals. Oh my god, like the main girl, she's gorgeous, and the main guy is so. I had the hugest crush on him, and I still do. I still do, guys. But the side characters are so funny. Like, the humor is insane. It's such a quirky, crazy K-drama. And I love how the concept is already crazy, and they just like made it even crazier with the humor. So I really, really love that. But I would not recommend Strong Girl Namsoon. It's kind of like a spin-off of Strong Girl Bong-soon. I wouldn't recommend that, guys. That's not good. It doesn't live up to the OG. The best part of that K-drama was the cameo that the OG characters made. So I don't recommend that, guys. Another classic I recommend is Crash Landing on You. I've watched this K-drama twice. Loved it both times. So good, guys. Like, I know it's hyped a lot, but it's so worth the hype. It really, really is. It's basically about this businesswoman who I think she's doing a campaign for one of her products, and she's doing like she's in a parachute or something like that. And then she ends up in North Korea. And then a North Korean soldier finds her. Instead of killing her on sight, he decides to hide her. And so she starts living with him, and she has to pretend that she's North Korean. And they kind of don't like each other because, North Korea, South Korea, they don't have the best relationship. And she has to pretend to be his fiance. It's so funny because he's such a rigid guy, very, like, he doesn't really laugh. He's very cool, very serious like that. But she's all girly, cutie, extroverted, and he's just like very shocked by this woman because like women in North Korea apparently aren't really like that. So he gets a huge culture shock from her basically. Then you see him start to warm up, and he is the biggest green flag. He's so cute. Like this guy is so whipped for her, and I love, love, love the main girl. She's a alright, she's a CEO, she has her own company, so she's very confident, very stable in herself, and I really, really liked her character. There's also a side couple who's really, really cute as well, and there's this little group of like North Korean soldiers, and they're so, so cute. Like, it's just so funny, and like the banter and dynamic they have with the main girl is so funny, but it's just such a cute K drama, very light-hearted, very romance centered though. And if you guys don't know, the main couple in Crash Landing on You, they actually got married in real life and they have a son in real life. Guys, they are the cutest IRL. They are so cute. Like, you literally see them falling in love, guys. Like, how could you not love that, guys? You literally see them falling in love on screen. That's why the chemistry is so good, because like it was all real. It was all real, guys. I saw someone say that when their children watch Crash Landing on You, they're gonna basically watch their parents fall in love. And if that isn't the cutest thing ever, I don't know what is, guys. I don't know. But I just love this K drama. It's so fun. It's so heartwarming. He's such a green flag. It's so nice. It's just a great K drama to watch. I just love it. I really do. So the next K drama I'm gonna recommend is See You in My 19th Life. This one's crazy because I was actually reading the webtoon before this K drama came out, and I remember when it came out. I think I was watching it weekly, and that era was such a nice time. I really miss that. But the concept of this K drama is very unique. As the name suggests, See You in My 19th Life. It's about this girl who has lived 19 lives, and she remembers all of her past lives, which most people, no one does actually, except for her. So she is like a superhuman because she has lived so many different lives. Like, one of her past lives she was like in a circus, another one of her past lives she was like a soldier, or like, I don't know, some crazy stuff. She's done crazy things. And in her 18th life, she actually grew up with this boy who she had like a really strong like relationship with. They were both very, very young, and then she got into an accident. They both were in this car and they got into a car accident. She actually ended up dying, and that accident severely, severely traumatized the main guy. So in her 19th life, she makes it her mission to try and find that boy that she grew up with and tell him that she's actually alive. So the main guy is actually the son of a CEO, and he works in his dad's company. It's a huge, huge company. Like, he's mega rich, mega rich. So she gets into this company, starts working for him, and she makes it her mission to basically make him fall in love with her. I don't know why. I don't know. But she wants to make him fall in love with her. And I think like she wants to tell him who she actually is. But he has no idea who she is. And he's like, why is this employee being so pushy on me and so flirty? And he's very like weirded out by her. You see her just kind of connecting again with the people from her 18th life. And you also see all her past lives as well. It's very, very interesting because all her past lives are very interesting. There's more stuff going on, but I'm not going to spoil everything for. I wasn't the biggest fan of the romance, but she just felt a lot more mature than him, and he just kind of felt like a boy. But I did like her as a character. She was very cool. She was very cool, and I loved seeing her past lives. It's quite light-hearted because it's like really funny how she's trying to push herself on him, kind of, and like he's just like, "Whoa, what's going on?" I'm not gonna lie, I actually dropped reading the webtoon, but I actually finished the K drama. So the next recommendation is actually a movie, but it is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's called 20th Century Girl. This one, oh my god, guys, you don't understand how much I love the romance. It's set in high school. I really love high school K dramas because they're just so like innocent and so cute and so fun. You know, that like youthful energy. I just love it. But it's basically about this girl, and she's starting high school, and then she meets this guy. It's very like typical, you know, it's very typical. And they just like kind of start having a crush on each other. But what stands out to me is the things he does for her. Like, it's so cute. I'll give you an example. Like one of the things he does is she's working at a shop at her like dad's bookshop, and he decides to get a job opposite her just so he can see her every day. And it's so adorable, guys. I can't even. But I will say the ending is pretty sad. But I love sad endings, so that's why it's one of my favorite K dramas because I love sad stuff, and I just love how adorable they were. Like, oh my god, he's such a huge green flag, and the main girl is so adorable. She's so pretty, she's so cute. I just loved it, guys. Like, it was so cute. It was so cute, guys. I can't even say anything more than it's just adorable. It's very light-hearted at the beginning, but then towards the end it does get quite dark and sad. But like I thought it was so beautiful, the K drama, and I really loved it. I am gonna just mention some honorable mentions, which a lot of people love these. They weren't my favorite, but I still enjoyed them. One of them is Lovely Runner. This one, you've probably heard of this. It exploded. Honestly, it went so viral. Pyeonwoo got so famous because of this K drama. It was so insane. That era was so fun, though. I absolutely loved the K drama. In the first like 8 episodes, I say. I really loved it. It was so cute, so lighthearted, so fun. The main girl was so relatable. The main guy was like, oh my god, guys! The K drama made it to look like he absolutely hated her when this guy was the biggest, fattest simp ever. Like, oh my god, he was such a huge simp for her. And I just love K dramas where the guy is a simp. I love anything when the guy is a huge simp for the girl. But then I didn't like it. I didn't love it because the time travel aspect wasn't my favorite. I will say it got a bit repetitive and a bit annoying, and I was just like, I'm a bit sick of seeing the same thing. But like the stuff, the lengths they go through for each other is so cute. Never lower your standards, girlies. I'd say it's not one of my favorites, and I was a bit disappointed in it, but I still recommend it because it's still very cute. Another one is Summer Strike. This one is quite popular. I feel like it's been really getting popular recently. Essentially about this girl who has the worst job ever. Honestly, her job, like, she's a huge pushover. She's not a very strong person. I mean, I think she's strong because she goes through a lot of like hard things, but she doesn't know how to stand up for herself. She's such a people pleaser, and she just lets people take advantage of her basically. One day, she's just so done with her job, and she decides to quit because the way they were treating her was disgusting, frankly. And she decides to move to a little town in the middle of nowhere. I think she's like 25. It's a really cute little town, and there she meets this librarian. Their relationship was so cute. They're both very introverted, very shy, and the main guy was such a huge green flag as well. And the vibes, like, you see her, I think she does get a lot of character development. You see her becoming stronger and learning how to stand up for herself, and I really, really liked that. The only thing I didn't like was that there was just a random murder mystery aspect, and I really don't think that it needed it, to be honest. I think it should have just been a normal romance K drama. Like, I just thought they just put it there just to add some random plot. I just don't think it was needed. And I will say the girl did really annoy me at times. Like, I was just like, sis, just speak. Just speak, sis. But I get it's not that easy for everyone. But yeah, the vibes are very, very cute, and it's like near the sea as well. This town is near the sea. Anything with like any K drama near a sea, just know it's gonna be so cute. I love scenes where they're at the beach. It's so cute. But yeah, so that is all my recommendations. I really hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you enjoy watching some of these K dramas and you take some recommendations as well. But this was so fun to talk about. Just ranting about my favorite K dramas is so fun. Let me know what other recommendation videos you want. I'm thinking of doing like a sad K drama recommendation because I really love watching them. But yeah, I really hope you can watch these during the summer. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Let's sugar talk.